What's up, folks? Your buddy Fatalroadie. Today we're going to do the results for Hell in a Cell. Strap yourself in. This one's going to be a bumpy ride. Up until about an hour before the kickoff show, we only had 4 matches, and then the WWE dropped another 4 on top of it. We start off with the only match on the kickoff show, Lacey Evans versus Natalya. Match. Classic kickoff show match. Natalya wins after a sharpshooter. Okay. But in case you didn't see this match, you'll get to see it again tomorrow on Raw. Great. The whole kickoff show, an hour wasted. We started off the main card with Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks in a Hell in a Cell match for the Raw Women's title. Right before the bell, Sasha Banks attacks Becky Lynch outside of the cage. Once everything starts, tables, ladders, chairs, everything was brought out. Sasha Banks had most of the offense, but Becky Lynch starts to rally. Like most of these Hell in a Cell matches, it got mean real quick. Banks and Lynch get constructive using chairs and sticks on the structure. Sasha Banks pulls out a ton of chairs but ends up paying for it. Ends up catching a Bexploder, followed by a disarmer, and she taps out. We then have Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. This is going to be a tornado tag match. No tags, no nothing, no DQs, chaos everywhere. People flying all over the place. Reigns hits a spear on Harper and gets the pin. After the match, Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns hug it out and shake hands. Cool, awesome, alright. Then we got a match that was just thrown together. It wasn't even one that was announced. Ali versus Randy Orton. The only cool spot in this match is that Ali countered an RKO, but shortly after ended up eating another one. Randy Orton got the pin. Alright. Then we have Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus the Kabuki Warriors for the women's tag team titles. This wasn't a bad match. There was a good bit of back and forth. In the veins of the Great Muta, Asuka spits the green mist into Nikki Cross's face and gets the pin. So the Kabuki Warriors are now the new women's tag team champions. Now, hopefully, the Kabuki Warriors can actually get a real theme instead of that pieced together piece of shit they have right now. Then we have the OC versus the Viking Warriors and Braun Strowman. This is an match. Braun Strowman got the hot tag, ended up doing the lap around the ring, hitting everybody that was standing still, charges AJ Styles, hits the ring post, multi-man chaos. The OC attacked Braun Strowman, and the referee calls for a disqualification. Alright. Then we have Baron Corbin versus Chad Gable. As Michael Cole said, the rivalry that's captured the attention of everybody. What? Who? Really? Seriously, who the fuck's asked for this match? Corbin gets on the microphone, runs his mouth, calls Chad Gable Shorty Gable. Alright, this is a bullshit match. It took way too fucking long. Chad Gable won it. Okay. Later on in the backstage segment, Chad Gable gets jumped by Baron Corbin, so I guess we're going to be seeing another 4 fucking weeks of this bullshit. Then we have Charlotte Flair versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title. This was actually a decent match. Charlotte Flair got busted up a bit. She rallies back, gets the figure 8 on Bayley to become the 10-time women's champion. Good on you, Charlotte. Then we come to our main event, Seth Rollins versus The Fiend Bray Wyatt in a Hell in a Cell match for the Universal title. Say that 3 times fast. The ring area is bathed in a red light. It looked kinda cool. The Fiend no-sells a kendo shot from Seth Rollins. The fighting goes both in and outside of the ring. Seth Rollins splashes Bray Wyatt through a table. Wyatt no-sells another stomp. After multiple stomps, pedigrees, super kicks, Bray Wyatt is still kicking out. Rollins hits him with a chair, hits him with a ladder. He still kicks out. Rollins stacks on a chair and a ladder, hits him with a toolbox, grabs a sledgehammer. The referee admonishes him for it. Rollins hits Wyatt with the sledgehammer, and the referee calls for the bell.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Is this, like, it's supposed to be no DQ. What the hell are you calling for the bell for? The crowd starts chanting bullshit. The officials come out with a stretcher. Seth Rollins stands above Bray Wyatt. He gets nailed with the mandible claw. This spills out to ringside. Wyatt hits the Sister Abigail, pulls up the mat, hits him with another Abigail, hits him with the mandible claw, and Seth Rollins starts spitting up blood. Then the lights go out, and then they start flashing on the stage as Bray Wyatt stands there as we close tonight's Hell in a Cell. A bullshit end for a fucked up pay-per-view. And that's all I gotta say about that. I'll see you tomorrow on Raw. Later.